Hey friends, it is Beth with crochetrx. It has been a hot minute since I've been on here. There's been a lot of things going on. My glasses are quite loud without seeing the whole outfit. My skirt is the color of the glasses, but you can't see that. With everything that's been going on, we've been working to get caught up on some of the health maintenance stuff before job change happens next week. So went and did an eye exam, updated prescriptions, that kind of stuff. And my daughter and I both got some pair glasses so you can put all the different color toppers on, including sunglasses. If you're interested in the pair, I will put my referral link and we both get $25 if that's something you do. So yeah, and it's been a lot. As I said, I am changing jobs. I am going to now be working for Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina as a diabetes educator. So I am looking forward to that transition. My prior employer is still having financial issues and paychecks are still not running on time, and it's a mess. It continues to be a mess. So my last day with patients was yesterday, and my last team meeting with my small group was yesterday. Lots of tears, goodbyes. I love the people that I work with, I truly do. And I am sad that it's been such a mess there have been a number of us leaving because we can't continue with the instability and all the unknowns on our paychecks. So I did a lot of crying yesterday, quite frankly, as with all the goodbyes and the sweet messages people sent me and all of that. So today we went up to Topsail. We, meaning my girls and I, went to Topsail Beach and spent the morning there. I did one last clinical meeting with the teams and just listened. I didn't talk. They were, talking about all the things that are going on. So it was really nice to walk the beach, toes in the sand, all that good stuff. But now we gotta get back to business because we have a show tomorrow. It is a double booth. It is a chili festival. Chili I typically think of as a cold weather food. It will be like 93 degrees tomorrow. It is a Boy Scout fundraiser for a town about an hour away. And did I just say it was a double booth? It's a double booth. So 2 tents, lots of room for inventory, lots of room to scoop my little butt up into the shade so that I don't completely turn into a chili pepper. I have decided that I am not a tomato because I am not sweet when I turn red. I am spicy. So I am a chili pepper when I get hot and burned. So there we go, your fun little tidbit. But we now have to do all of the tagging for everything that we've been making recently. I haven't had a show since before Christmas, so I have not tagged anything. I have made a whole bunch of chickens. I have replenished a couple of the loaf cats, so they need tags. My daughter, the 16-year-old, has made some of Poggy's Place little friends. She has extremely tight stitches, so I don't know how big this would come out if I did it, but he is teeny tiny, so we're gonna call them Pocket Friends. We're not gonna put keychains on them, but she has 2 white, 2 gray, and 2 in a velvet brown of these little seals. Super cute. So those guys will get tagged as well. And I don't know if I've talked about my tags. I think I did during a what to bring for a vendor event sort of thing, but I don't think I've talked about them in a regular episode here. I just knocked something over. My little zipper pouch of things fell off the bed. So the tags that I do, they are pre-perforated, and so I then print the 2 sides and then I just fold them and tear them out. So that is what I do for tags. And then I have little safety pins to attach to my things. And those are linked in the vendor show supply list down in the description. So I have to punch a whole bunch of these out because I was pretty bare bones when we finished up the season in December. So that is what we are doing today. Weeks ago, my last video, I promised you all a yarn haul, and that stuff has been sitting right here this whole time. So last year for the North Carolina yarn tour that I participated in the summer, I had won a $25 gift card to the Salty Sheep. And I finally went in and purchased some yarns with that gift certificate. So this is what I had purchased, and I had gotten a couple of these last summer. Have I done anything with them? No, but we will. So this is a silky merino. All of them are in different colors. So we have English Rose, and this is Bobby Blue. My husband is mowing. I don't know if you can hear the lawnmower right outside my window. This is Nocturnal. And then we've got London Sky and Water Green. So these are super pretty that could all go together for a shrug or a shawl or something pretty wearable. So that is that group of yarns. I don't see the ones that I had purchased from there right here. They should have been, but it's fine. Then we also have some additional yarns that were at Ollie's. So more of the granny square. I just really like the colors. I'm not 100% sure that I will use them for granny squares because the tension on the granny square that I did with the gray, yellow, and white was hard to line up for the pattern provided. So yet to be determined, but I just really like these colorways. So I've got 2 more of these, and then I've got 1 of the grays and 2 of, no, I got 3. I got 3 more of this purple, teal, and white, and then 1 more of this. I know I have a couple of these up in my bin. I didn't look at these others, but I do really like them. Then they also had some crushed velvet. So I picked up 2 of this gray, soft gray, crushed velvet of the Bernat. So that is the yarns that I purchased a month ago, whenever I did the last video. It has been a time. So not only job issues, but health issues. My primary care provider left because her husband got transferred, and my new primary care provider doesn't want to manage my Hashimoto's, so I've been referred elsewhere, and nobody's done lab work for months. It's a mess. So with all the health issues comes all the mental health issues, not to, compounded then with the stress of the job. So it has been a rough few weeks. I am really looking forward to a positive, more, not that my prior work coworkers or anything like that was not supportive, but a more stable work environment. Stable is the right word. Because I love the people that I work with. So hopefully this will help with some of those things. I do have to still make my final decision on what health insurance I am going to switch to, because moving from a contractor role to a traditional W-2, I'm going to get dropped off my husband's insurance. So throwing specialists now into the mix, I never go to the doctor except for labs in my annual. But now that we're throwing specialists into the mix, I'm not sure how much that's going to cost with my previous high deductible sort of plans. So still have to make that final decision, and I guess I have to make it by Tuesday, maybe Monday. Monday's when I start, Tuesday's when I spend my day at HR. So we will see. So for now, I need to get to tagging a couple. If I don't already have pictures of it, if it's a different colorway, I need to get pictures, upload that into Square, and then subsequently to the website. And we will see what else is left here. I have a whole bunch of turtle parts. I think I talked to you. I'm gonna put these back on. Hopefully I'm not totally obnoxious, but I don't want to smash them and break them. So I had made a whole bunch of turtle parts when we were watching the Olympics. And so I've got all of like tons and tons. These are just the heads, showing you the colors that I have for turtle parts around here. Oh, there's more around the corner. Lots. So depending on how ambitious I am today, after I get things tagged, we get things loaded, we will see if I get some more turtles completed. Like, the parts are all there. I just need to make the shell, put them into the shell, and stuff it. So it won't take a ton of time, but it does take a little bit of time. So with the double tent, we will then have 2 vehicles, because we then bring all the extra shelving, all the extra weights, and it gets to be a lot. It won't all fit in the van at that point, especially with all of us going. It's a shorter show. It's only 10 to 2. And so hopefully we are out of there before, the hottest part of the day at any rate. I am really looking forward to, as always, getting some extra cash. And the girls have one more dance competition. I did not crochet at the second dance competition. I worked the whole weekend. I brought my laptop and I had good cell service in the auditorium, and I worked the whole weekend. So there was no cute crochet videos or anything like that for the second dance competition. Now we're going to the third. It is like 4.5 hours away. It is the western part of the state, and we are going to spend like 4 days out there, and I'm not quite sure what Monday will bring, because I'm now working this new job. So originally I had planned to take off Monday and we would drive home Monday, and I have our rental house Thursday through Monday, but I don't know that that's going to work. So depending on what training I'm doing, if it's asynchronous and I can just watch videos or something like that, I might do it in the car on the way home. If it's something that I'm watching somebody else do things, or having to be in meetings and converse with people, we will have to come home late Sunday night. Hopefully not too late, but I'm paying for an extra night at a house that I'm not using. So it's fine. It's gonna be more comfortable than putting 4 of us in a hotel. So that is where things are at. Hopefully I will do some recording tomorrow at the event, and we will then catch up from there. Hopefully you can hear me. We are 90 minutes into the event, and I have sold one $3 item. There is nobody here. and the band is super loud, and they have continued to play the same songs over and over since they started warming up.
Y'all know we ain't getting ready to play it,
It's a rough day.